can we get into the fit? Cause, honey, I'm furred out today. Okay? Like, it was getting cold outside. It was below 30. I said, bring out the fur, okay? Like, I got the fur bucket hat, the fur top, the matching bag. You see the matching bag. I know you see it. And this is a two-piece set. Like, it got fur on the skirt. So, yeah, like, I know, I'm so breathtaking, like, oh my God. Striker pose? Ooh, yeah, oh my God, I could just eat myself up right now, like, I know I'm breathtaking, I know, like, I could just cry, like, I just look so good, like, But anyways, welcome to the Barbie Life 2.0 podcast. I'm your host, Shakira, aka Barbie 2.0, and today we are going to get into some things because this week it seems like there was something in the air or there was something in the water and everybody was just on some BS. Like, I'm just looking like, damn, like, what does it ever stop? Like, I feel like every single week is something else. Like, But anyways, so the first thing I want to get into is Zeus Network. So Zeus Network had the audacity to partner with Wild 'N Out so they could host an episode where they do a light skin versus dark skin competition. And they literally separated the cast of baddies based on their skin tone. So they had one team of dark-skinned girls and another team of light-skinned girls. And they called it dark skin versus light skin. And we all know Wild 'N Out is a TV show where they freestyle and they roast each other. So this was going to be an episode where they were probably going to tell a lot of colorist jokes. And there's not really much to say about light-skinned girls. So you already know it was going to be an attack towards dark-skinned girls. So I'm just looking like, really, Zeus? Really? Like, I know y'all hate the black community. I know. Like, y'all don't waste a minute making us look like shit on national TV. For real. Like, literally. Like, y'all get in the motherfucking studio or wherever y'all meet. And y'all literally be like, all right, what's the best way to make the black community look like a bunch of animals? Like, what's the best way to make us look horrible? Like, and this is what we're going to air on national TV. I know that's what they be thinking. But damn. Like, come on. But I'm just disappointed because, first of all, the owners of Zeus Network are two black men. Daystorm and King Batch. And I'm disappointed in those two black men because I actually used to fuck with them heavy. Like, I used to watch them on Vine and I thought they were really funny. And I used to support them because I was like, oh my God, like, they're black creators and they're opening doors for a lot of creators to make a living off of being an influencer. And I love this for the black community. Next thing you know, these heifers come up with Zeus Network and they pretty much fund all these TV shows that make us be represented in the worst way possible. And then on top of it, they allowed this shit to happen. Like, y'all are two black men. So y'all didn't look at this idea and be like, maybe this is a little bit too much. Like, come on, Daystorm, King Batch. What are y'all doing? But, I wasn't really surprised. Okay, a lot of people were shocked. And I wasn't that surprised for numerous reasons. One, y'all let Zeus Network get away with a lot of shit. I'ma just be honest right now. Okay? Y'all let Zeus Network literally put black women on national TV to act like the stereotype. Okay? Like, these bitches really fight on national TV over dumb shit. Like, they will start fighting because you breathe wrong. I swear to God. Like, it's the show is literally, there's no storyline. These bitches just start fighting just cause. Like, y'all already let these people get away with too much. So they were probably thinking of this idea and thinking, you know what? Like, we already done compromised our morals already. Like, we done already made the black community look terrible. So, like, this can't be that bad. If they accepted the bullshit that we let out before, then they should accept this shit. So I'm not even shocked. So part of the blame is on us as a community. There's been a lot of BS that has happened on Zeus Network, a lot of foul shit. And the black community has let it slide and let it happen. And a lot of the time, y'all be in the comments, haha, kikiing at it. So at this point, we have to put the blame on the black community as well. Because the only reason they felt like they could do this is because they felt like they could get away with it. And the reason they felt like they could get away with it is because we done already let Zeus Network do a lot of BS. And we ain't say nothing about it. A lot of us have just been letting it circle around the internet and subscribing and just letting shit pop off. But I'm also not surprised because Natalie Nunn has a colorist past. Okay? This woman used to be those light-skinned girls that would always be like, I don't like dark-skinned girls because they're so jealous of me and, you know, they're jealous of my light skin. And it's like, girl. And, you know, I just can't stand light-skinned women who be like, oh, like, dark-skinned women are so jealous of me. Like, I never get along with dark-skinned girls because they're jealous of me. Because it's like, the light-skinned girls who say that be ugly as hell. Like, I'm going to just be real with you right now. I'm not going to even sugarcoat it. They be ugly as hell, okay? I'm talking hit in the face. Like, an elephant's raggedy booty hole be looking better than them. And they be over here talking about, oh, yeah, like, dark-skinned girls be jealous of me. And I'm like, girl, I promise you, we're not jealous of you, okay? Like, just because you're light-skinned, that doesn't mean you're pretty, okay? But I want to play some of the clips of Natalie Nunn being super colorist. So we can just look at the BS that this girl was saying, because it's like, y'all are all shocked about this whole light skin, dark skin thing that Zeus Network did. And it's like, I don't know why y'all are shocked when Natalie Nunn is an open colorist and she didn't mind calling us monkeys. So I don't know why anybody is shocked, okay? She probably was waiting for an opportunity to go on Wildin' Out and do this light skin, dark skin thing so she could have the opportunity to be openly colorist without receiving that much backlash because it's just a show. Oh, it's a part of the skits. Yeah. She was probably just waiting for that moment, okay? She ain't want to say it on reality TV because that would have been too real. And the audience would have been like, oh, your colors. But I promise you, she was probably sitting in that office like, oh, yeah, we about to do a light skin, dark skin episode. Perfect. I get to show my true colors. And I'm probably not going to get that much backlash because it's a part of the show. You're supposed to roast people on Wildin' Out. So I'm not gonna get in trouble for this. She was waiting for that opportunity. She probably signed off on it mad quick. She probably, you said a light skin, dark skin episode? Oh, we going through with this one. Yeah. But anyways, let's play the clip where Miss Natalie Nunn is being super colorist and calling dark-skinned girls too black and monkeys and so on and so forth. Okay?
So, dark-skinned girls never seem to like me. Tell me a gorilla nose. I'm so too black. Ghetto black bitch is gonna punk you all the time. Sid, you're like, no, she's gonna be nice. The little Asian and black girl. Okay.
What the fuck?
And it doesn't even stop there. Okay, she also had a bunch of colorist tweets as well, where she said, and I quote, "Please don't get mad at the twit." She meant tweet, but you know we're dealing with somebody who has no brain cells. So, I really want to know. I'm not saying everyone, but majority seem to be really mad at light-skinned girls. And then she says, "No, the dark-skinned one looks like a monkey. Ha 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 ha." So, this is the woman who is the executive producer of Baddies. Okay? So, when I say I wasn't shocked that they were trying to air an episode where they were pinning light-skinned and dark-skinned girls against each other on a show like Wildin' Out where they roast each other, I meant it. I wasn't shocked. Because look who's running the TV show. Look who's in charge of baddies. A woman like this. You could sit here and say it was the past, girl, but you felt real strong about what you were saying back then. I feel like once they start getting backlash for being colorist, then they start to say that, oh, it was the past. But if people could get away with being colorist openly, they would. They would. So it's like, we don't know what Natalie says about dark-skinned girls behind closed doors. She could be up here saying, oh, you know, like, it was the past and I learned my lesson and I don't think that way anymore. I didn't mean this. I didn't mean that. She could be just saying that so she could keep her show going and so she doesn't get backlash. But behind closed doors, she probably still be saying the same shit. I guarantee you. So it's like, girl, Natalie, for you to think that a dark-skinned girl would be jealous of your ass, Miss Long Chin, Miss I'm 40 years old, but I be acting like a grown-ass baby. Hell, like, you think somebody is... Nobody is jealous of you, okay? You just need an ego boost because you know damn well without that light skin, you wouldn't be viewed as pretty or even average. And you feel like you need to put down dark-skinned girls to uplift yourself because you know deep down, light skin doesn't equal pretty. But you need to tell yourself that. And you know you can get away with saying stuff like that because we live in a colorist world. But I'm here to tell you, girl. I'm here to tell you, to that light-skinned girl out there who looks like an expired, spoiled eggshell, let me tell you right now, okay? Dark-skinned girls are not jealous of you, okay? Get out of that colorist world that you live in and understand that we are not jealous of you, okay? Light skin doesn't equal pretty and you're delusional, okay? And I'm sorry I'm being mean, but like when it comes to people who are colorists, I have no sympathy and no empathy and I'm gonna go in. I'm gonna go in on you. I don't care because it's no reason for you to be a black woman and bashing dark-skinned girls. Hell no, I'm not going for it. And, you know, she is a mixed breed. So I'm not a mixed breed with a white mom. Okay, so I'm not shocked. I'm not shocked that she's colorist, okay? And this is no hate to mixed black people. But we all know that the mixed kids with white moms be a little, you know, they got the coon chip. So most of them do got the coon chip, in my opinion. So it's not really shocking to me. And honestly, I don't know why anybody was shocked when it came to Wildin' Out participating in this, because Nick Cannon is the owner of Wildin' Out. And I'm sorry, but Nick Cannon, he got like 50 baby mamas and they all are racially ambiguous. Okay? That is a whole black man that has over like 24 kids with a bunch of women that are racially ambiguous. So, dark-skinned girls are clearly not this man's preference. And he was definitely going to allow a lot of colorist remarks to be said in this episode. So, I'm not even shocked that he allowed this to happen either. I'm not shocked at all. Okay? And I think what we need to do as a community is hold these TV networks accountable before it's too late. I'm glad that we were on their ass this time because they ended up not airing the episode and switching it up to a different theme because they realized they got so much backlash. But the fact that they even thought that they could put this idea out there and air this episode in the first place just shows that we're not doing enough as a community to hold these people accountable. Okay? We need to do more. We need to do a lot more. Okay? Like, again, I said that they probably thought that it was okay to do this because we already let too much shit slide. It's like the situation with Erica Mena and Spice, okay? We already let too much shit slide on Love and Hip Hop. So they probably thought that monkey comment was not going to be that deep and nobody was really going to be mad at it. For real, for real. And, you know, thankfully, we fought hard enough and Erica Mena got fired and they took action. But I'm sure if we were doing our part as a community and holding them accountable more and not letting a lot of things slide, they wouldn't have even aired that to begin with. And I definitely think Baddies and Wildin' Out would have never even put this idea out there if we as a community were holding them accountable more for the other bullshit that we let slide. Okay? So, there's a lot to take from this. And Miss Natalie, I hope that you don't have that colorist mindset anymore, because you still don't look good. Okay? And dark-skinned girls are most definitely not. I promise you. I speak on the behalf of all dark-skinned girls. Okay? We are not jealous of your ass. Okay? I do not want that chin. I do not want your childish ass mindset. You lack brain cells. You behave like a grown-ass baby. I don't know. I don't. Honey, let me hold your hand when I say this, okay? We're not jealous. Get that through your head now, okay? Thank you. But anyways, the next thing I want to talk about is Miss Lupita Nyong'o. So Lupita is actually dating a white man now, and she got mixed reviews, honestly. Like, a lot of black women were like, ooh, you know, I'm happy for you. But of course, black men were pressed and making all these comments talking about, oh my gosh, she's getting with the colonizer. Oh my gosh, she's fetishizing her. It's not real love. Oh my gosh, he can't handle all that chocolate. Oh my gosh, she's a coon. Oh my gosh, where's Dr. Umar? Oh my gosh, I'm gonna cry. I'm going to... And listen, I was not even shocked, because... listen, one thing about black men, they know how to throw a tantrum when they see a black woman date outside of her race. They really know how to act like a big ass baby. They really do. They really do. Okay? And this is my thing. Say what you want about black women and black men and the backlash we get, but at the end of the day, black women get way more backlash from the public for dating outside of our race compared to black men. Okay? When black men date outside of their race, black women, for the most part, don't say anything. The only time we say something is when a black man is putting down a black woman to uplift their non-black partner. That is the only time that black women speak up. But for the most part, if a black man is dating a non-black woman and he's not bashing black women in the process, black women don't say anything. We genuinely don't care to waste our breath, because we're expecting this and we're used to it at this point, okay? We're used to black men bashing us and saying that they don't want to date us because we're aggressive and we're masculine, and we're used to them saying that other races are better than us and more desirable, and we're used to seeing rich black men go and date white women and other races instead of dating black women. And based on stats, we know that black men marry out more than black women. So when it comes to black men dating out, we already expect it, so we really don't waste our breath unless you're putting down black women in the process, okay? But it's not like that when black women date out. Because while black women expect black men to date out because we're so used to it and it happens all the time, black men don't expect black women to date out. Because most black women are race loyal. And a lot of black men don't believe that other races can find us attractive, because most black men don't even like us. So in their head, they're thinking, well, how can other races find black women attractive when most black men don't even find black women attractive? You know what I mean? They get shocked when they see us being loved and treated like a queen by men of other races. And they try to invalidate that love by saying, oh, well, he's just fetishizing her. Oh, it's not real love. It's just a fetish. It's just a fetish. And it's like, wow, so y'all really believe that no one likes black women? So that white man can't just like us, like, because we're beautiful? It has to be a fetish? Because last time I checked, black women and white men have the highest success rates when it comes to marriage. So that doesn't sound like a fetish to me. It really don't. So that's my confusion here. Like, how is it a fetish if we have the highest success rates in marriage? Can you tell me that? But the problem is black men can't wrap their head around the fact that other races of men find us attractive or desire us, because most black men don't even desire us. So it's like, how about y'all step outside of that delusion and let go of your ego and understand that, you know, black women are the catch. We are a catch. We are educated. We're the most educated in America. Okay? We are getting degrees like no tomorrow. We are very strong. We're the strongest group of women out here in the whole entire world because we have to deal with the most. And people do realize that a lot of these trendy stuff that are viewed as the popular beauty standard come from black women. People do realize that black women are the blueprint. All these lip injections came from black women having big lips. Big asses came from black women being thick naturally. Like, I just, you know, so it's like, just deal with it and suck it up and stop getting in your feelings and being a hater. Simple as that. Thank you. And you know what I noticed? It was black men getting mad at Lupita for dating outside of her race and dating a white man, even though I know half those black men don't even date dark-skinned women to begin with. Okay? Because one thing I noticed, when black men see dark-skinned women date out, suddenly they have this temper tantrum and they feel away. And when you look at their dating history or their preference, it's not even dark-skinned women to begin with. So I'm just looking like, why are y'all mad when you don't even like us to begin with? And the thing is, a lot of black men have this mindset where they think they own black women, especially dark-skinned black women. They think that dark-skinned black women don't have any options but black men because we're viewed as undesirable in our community. Okay? So they think that we don't have no other options and they think they own us. They do. They do. And you know, I'm not just saying this just because I'm talking out my ass. Black men have literally admitted to feeling like they own black women even when they don't even want us. Okay? So I'm going to play a clip for y'all where a black man is saying how he feels like he owns black women. Whole time, this man is married to a white woman. Okay, with kids, by the way. Okay, so let's get into it.
Every time I saw a black woman with a white man, something would come over me. I don't know whether it's rage or jealousy or envy. It could be a combination of all three. Oh, goodness, I'm going to sound incredibly now, but I'm trying to be careful. Sometimes I feel like, as a black man, we own our women. As a black man, we own our women.
We own our women. You see what I'm talking about? Like, so it's like, like, they, and like, I'm not just like, y'all really do believe that y'all own us. Like, y'all will get mad at women for dating out. Whole time, you don't even date that type of, like, it don't even be your type. For real. The amount of black men that got mad at me because I have a white boyfriend, whole time they don't even date dark-skinned women to begin with. They only date light-skinned girls or white girls, and they getting mad because they see me out with a white man. And I'm like, boy, I'm not even your type. Like, I'm literally not your type. What are you pressed about? Like, what? But it's because y'all really do think that you own us. Like, it's just, like, y'all don't want anybody else to have us, but y'all don't want to treat us right when we're with you. Like, y'all don't want us, but y'all don't want anybody else to have us. Y'all want to treat us like shit and give us struggle love and all that bullshit. But then once we go out and we get courted and we get treated like queens by other races of men, suddenly y'all throwing a fit and y'all got a problem. But you won't get your shit together for us. I don't know if y'all remember, but a few years ago, I went viral because I said I was going to date outside of my race. And I said that I was going to date outside of my race, but I was still going to date black men and other races. You know, my whole life, I had dated black men exclusively. And as a grown, dark-skinned woman, I started to realize there wasn't that many options out there for me in the black community because, for one, there's not that many black men who desire dark-skinned women to begin with. there's a lot of men in our community who are colorists. And then on top of it, there's not that many black men who can provide for me and not make me experience struggle love. And I'm making my dating life a lot harder, limiting myself to black men exclusively. So I'm going to go date out. And when I said that, black men got in their feelings and they were mad as hell and they were attacking me for weeks, for months, for years. I mean, child, they still attack me to this day. There are groups of black men who routinely visit my social media pages just so they could bash me. Okay, like literally today on Twitter, there were a group of black men who were bashing me for my lips. They were saying that I look like I have herpes and my lips look like a gorilla's butt, all this stuff. And this is why I say, like, black men, like, y'all can't be shocked when we date out. You really can't. Because y'all literally come for us unprovoked. You really do. You come for us unprovoked and then you uplift other races for literally mimicking the same features that we have. Y'all will praise people like the Kardashians for paying $10,000 or more to get surgery to have big lips and big asses, but then you will bash black women for having those features. Naturally. So, yeah. So it's like you can't even be shocked at that point. You know what I'm saying? And I genuinely think that a lot of dark-skinned women feel like we have to date out because we're making our dating life 10 times harder. And we're tired of dealing with men who constantly bash us every single day when we just be minding our business. For real, for real. And we're tired of struggle love. We are. It's simple as that. And this is not me just talking shit, okay? There's literally research done on this. Okay, I'm going to show you guys a clip where a dating coach is talking about how black women are making their dating life 35 times harder when they limit themselves to black men. So, we're going to play the clip and then we're going to further talk about it. Because y'all think I'm playing with y'all today and I'm not.
Hey, I'm over here. My name's Anwar. I'm a dating coach for black women, and so often I hear about black women who are just focused on dating black men, and I wanted to break down the numbers because I was an undergrad statistics major, so I look up at love quantitatively and qualitatively. So I wanted to break it down to let you know how difficult you are making your love life be just by focusing on black men, okay? So for every 100 men, 13% of those men are black. So you have 13 men out of 100. Now, 80% of those guys are not going to be ready for a relationship. That's across the board. Any color of guy, they're just not going to be ready if they're single. Yeah, so we go from 13 to 3. Now, if we take into account unemployment, underemployment, gay, and in prison, you are looking at 2 out of every 100 men, 2 black men out of every 100 men that are going to be bare minimum available for a relationship. So that's 1 out of 50, okay? 1 out of 50. Now, I want to talk about the talented 10th qualities that so many of you all are looking at, right? He's got to be 6 feet or taller. He's got to have a graduate degree, 6 figures. When you have that criteria, you are looking at 1 out of every 250 men, okay? Now, if you just look at everybody, right, and you do the same maths, the same statistics, 1 out of every 7 guys is ready for a relationship. So if you're focusing on just black guys, bare minimum, it's 7 times harder. If you are focused on the talented 10th, you are making it 35 times harder to get your guy. We get to do it easier. And if you want to learn how to do this well, girl, you better talk to me. Now, I don't know what to tell you. I don't know what to tell you. If you want to keep on making love hard, girl, by all means, it's your love life. Get your life. There are non-black men checking for you, and you get to make this love life thing much easier by opening and widening your net and just focusing on the men that are going to treat you the best, regardless of what color they are. I hope this helps. Let me know in the comments what you think. Is this going to convince you to date everybody? Please say yes.
You see, the sad part about it is he didn't even crunch the numbers for the amount of black men that actually like dark-skinned women. because I'm sure that talented 10th that he was speaking of go date light-skinned women or date outside of their race. Because we see a lot of rich black men go date out instead of stay race loyal. So, as a dark-skinned woman, when you have standards, it's really hard out here. It really is. There's not that many black men that like us. Okay, y'all come for us all the time, literally. Like, we will literally be minding our business and here y'all come making fun of our facial features or our skin tone or whatever the hell. And then on top of it, a lot of y'all just like you can't provide. You can't provide. It's just as simple as that. And Lupita is literally a rich ass dark-skinned black woman. Okay? Like, she literally has won Oscars and been in so many box office movies. So, the men that are of her caliber, the men who are on her level, who make the same amount of money as her or more, don't date dark-skinned girls. Like, come on, let's be real. Like, we're not about to sit here and act stupid and act like this is like, oh, she's crazy for dating out. Like, and I just hate when black men try to act shocked and act like she's crazy for dating out. You know what I mean? Like, I just hate when you guys try to act shocked. And the thing I notice is, like, a lot of black men also try to individualize themselves, okay? So, like, when we will say, oh, you know, I have to date outside of my race because a lot of black men are colorist and texturist or featurist or whatever, some black men will start saying, oh, well, I'm not colorist, I'm not texturist, I'm not featurist, I'm not a bum, I have a good job, I have a degree. And I'm like, okay, like, that's good for you, I'm happy, but you know that's not the collective of black men, okay? And instead of attacking black women or dark-skinned women for speaking up about their experiences, how about you hold other black men accountable who give them those negative experiences? Because you know it's true. You know that the collective of black men are not on their shit. You know the collective of black men cannot provide and get on social media every day asking women to go 50-50 with them. You know majority of black men are colorists. So when a dark-skinned girl says she's dating out, instead of attacking her for speaking up about the experiences that she has and the hard path she's going through in her dating life, how about you hold those black men accountable who are giving her that negative experience? But the thing is, black men individualize themselves. So they think that when we say, oh, black men are colorists and they're not on their shit, they think that we're talking about every single black man out there. And then they start taking it as an attack towards them. And it's like, bro, come on, like, you know it's the collective. It may not be you personally, but you know that's majority of black men. And then the black men who are colorists, texturists, and featurists, they don't give a fuck. They literally don't care. They've literally been listening to black women express our concerns and our complaints for years now. And they literally do not give a fuck. They don't care because they know they can get away with it. They know other black men are not going to hold them accountable. Okay? And they know that they can still build a career. They can still make a lot of money. They can still date other races of women while they hate on black women. It's just as simple as that. Like, come on. There are people like Chris Brown who exist. That man is still rich as hell. That man still has a huge foundation for himself. And he literally kicks dark-skinned girls out of sections. And he makes songs where he's talking about girls with good hair. And how he desires girls with good hair. And we all know good hair means loose curl patterns. And we all know that means he don't like girls with 4C hair. So it's like, you know, like, they know they can get away with it because there's little to no accountability there. And they know they can just tell black women that they're bitter and they're mad anytime we express our concerns or anytime we express our complaints. So at some point, black women are tired of wasting our breath because nobody is listening to us. Literally. So it's like, guys, like, I'm tired. And I'm tired of black men acting like this is like a crazy, out of this world decision for dark-skinned women to date out when you know how our community treats dark-skinned women. Stop acting delusional and stop acting clueless and acting oblivious when you know what goes on. Okay? And the thing is, dark-skinned women, for the most part, we don't hate black men. I don't hate black men. Okay? If I could stay race loyal, I would. And I think a lot of dark-skinned women would. Okay? If you ask a lot of black women as a collective, they'll tell you that a lot of us do want to stay race loyal. We just, like, we're tired of struggle of, and every time we try to communicate with black men, they don't listen to us. And we're tired of wasting our breath. But if majority of black men weren't colorists or texturists or featurists, and they could actually provide and not try to convince us to experience struggle of, black women would be race loyal and we would not be dating out at all. Like, if I'm being real with you, I'm being real. Like, come on. So it's like, what y'all want? Because at this point, if you want to start listening to us, then we can get somewhere. Okay? But if you're going to keep ignoring us and dismissing us, then you're going to see a lot of black women date out. Okay? You're going to see a lot of black women give up and just start opening their options. It's just as simple as that. And y'all need to stop taking this shit as an attack towards you. Okay? We're just trying to get some accountability here. And we're trying to get you guys to hear us out instead of dismiss us. But it's like nobody, like, y'all don't want to listen. So it's like, we can't waste our breath anymore. We're tired. Like, you don't know how exhausted we are, okay? You really don't. So, you know, and at the end of the day, like, black women still go hard for black men regardless. I date out and I still go hard for y'all regardless. Like, if I see somebody being colorist or saying colorist things about a light-skinned man, I stick up for light-skinned men all the time. Okay? If I see something unjust happening to a black man, I will defend y'all. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's not like we hate y'all. It's just we are tired of wasting our breath on men who don't listen. So if y'all want some change, if y'all want to see some more black love, hear us out. Hear us out. And actually take what we're saying and apply it to your life so we can do better as a community. And you can do better for black women. And I'm not trying to scream at y'all, but this is very frustrating because, like, the amount of times that we try to, like, say this, and it's like, I've received so much hate for saying, oh, here we go crying, because I'm sorry, but, like, y'all don't know, like, I have been receiving so much hate for speaking up about this shit, and it's like, it's so frustrating, because it's like, bro, like, and then y'all would literally allow dark-skinned women to cry because we are expressing our emotions and we're telling you what's wrong, instead of taking accountability and doing better. And then you wonder why we date out in the first place. Like, come on, bro. Like, I'm sorry. Like, it's just, I don't know if this is going to get through to y'all. I really don't, but I hope it does, because it probably won't, because a lot of y'all are brain dead when we get on this subject, to be honest. So, I'm going to go wipe my tears. Okay? Thank you. But yeah, I'm sorry I got a little emotional there. I promise I am okay. I just receive a lot of hate from it, and it is frustrating, okay? It is frustrating as a dark-skinned woman when you're trying to communicate with black men and they just don't listen. It's very frustrating, especially on the scale of which I do it, because I have a huge platform and I get a pool of black men bashing me every single day while I try so hard to get through to them. So I'm sorry about that, but I am human. So, and I always tell you guys that when it comes to me, I'm always going to be transparent, and I'm not going to be that strong, independent black woman who doesn't have emotions. Like, no, it's okay to show your vulnerability. It's okay to show that you have emotions and that you're not bulletproof, and people will knock you down, and sometimes you can cry about it. It's okay. It's okay. Okay? But the next thing I want to talk about is Miss Pink Friday 2, Miss Nicki Minaj, okay? So, Nicki Minaj dropped Pink Friday 2 yesterday, and I'm not gonna lie, like, this was my shit. Like, this was my shit. Like, yo, this is one of the best albums to ever surface the universe, okay? Like, she really put her blood, sweat, and tears into that album. Like, Nicki Minaj is literally the greatest female rapper of all time. She really is the greatest female rapper of all time. Like, nobody is touching her, okay? Like, honestly, there is not going to be no one who could replace that woman. Like, and I think by the time I die, like, not even, like, 90 years from now, we're not going to find somebody who could top Nicki Minaj. There's just no way, okay? It's just, she is just amazing, okay? And for those of you who are wondering, my favorite songs are Big Difference, Bum Bum, Everybody, 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 I wanna get into it. Everybody, everybody. Yo, that one was like, oh, I like fuck this club, nigga, fuck this club, hey, fuck this club, nigga, fuck this club. Oh my God. And she said, y'all saw that Tory Lanez line? She said, stay in your Tory Lane, bitch. I am not icky. I said, oh my God. Oh my God. Like, what the fuck? Oh shit. I said, whoa, bitch. Oh shit, you ain't have to do that. You ain't have to do that, Nicki. You ain't have to do that. Oh God. But yeah, I really, there was a bunch of other gems on that album, but those songs stuck out to me the most. But yeah, I'm just really happy that she dropped that. I'm not gonna lie, I was having a horrible week this week, okay? This is my last week of college, so I've been super stressed, and I've just been like not hopeful about a lot of stuff and just not motivated at all. And I wasn't even gonna get up and film a video, never mind do my hair or makeup or nothing like that. Like it was one of those days where I was just so depressed and I didn't feel like doing anything. And honestly, her album gave me the motivation to get the fuck up and get on my shit, and now we're here filming a video. Like, I'm so serious. Like, she really is amazing, and I'm really thankful for people like Nicki Minaj, honestly. And I don't think she knows how impactful her music is from an emotional standpoint. Like, her music really does bring out emotions in you, and it makes you feel like it just makes you feel but yeah. But aside from the good stuff that came out from this album, I also want to talk about the bullshit, okay? So for some reason, Barbie Gang decided that they were going to purchase Cardi B's first album, her only album that dropped 6 years ago. Okay? And they mass purchased it to the point where it reached number 2 on iTunes. And it was right under Nicki's album. And honestly, like, it's really sad that Cardi B does not have a real fan base. Her fan base is just full of Nicki haters. The fact that your fan base has not even bought your album or gave you streams for your album until Nicki Minaj dropped Pink Friday 2 just shows that Cardi B is always going to live in Nicki Minaj's shadow. And her fan base is not true fans. They are only there in spite of Nicki. They're not fans of Cardi B. They're just Nicki haters. And because Cardi B started her career by beefing with Nicki Minaj, her fan base is only really going to support her in spite of Nicki. It's just so crazy to me how they went so crazy to buy her album so it could beat Nicki Minaj's Pink Friday 2. And they did this whole thing on Twitter where they did a hashtag called We Want Cardi as soon as she dropped the album. And it's like, okay, but y'all didn't have the same energy for Bongos. When Bongos came out, y'all ain't go crazy and stream that shit, cause we saw the chart numbers. We saw the chart placements. Okay? Same thing with a bunch of Cardi B's features this year. Jealous with Offset. Yeah. Okay? So it just shows that when Cardi B puts out her stuff on her own, her fans don't come through. The only time they start supporting her is when they're trying to spite Nicki. And it's really sad. And this is why I say, if you're a female rapper, just stay in your lane. Stay in your Tory lane, bitch. Okay? Like, don't try to beef with Nicki Minaj to get buzz for your career, because you're always going to live in Nicki Minaj's shadow. You're, first of all, gonna lose the Barb's support, which is very powerful because the Barbs are a lot of people, to be honest, okay? There's a lot of undercover Barbs, too. So there's a lot of people who will say that they don't fuck with Nicki online, but I promise you, if they saw Nicki Minaj in person, they would be begging her for a picture and they would be singing her songs word for word. Okay? So there are a lot of Barbs out there. And when you lose the Barb support, that is a big tank on your career. We saw what happened with Lotto. Okay? She could have easily been in Ice Spice's spot and been one of the top female rappers selling music this year. But unfortunately, she didn't make the cut because of her beef with Nicki. And we all know that she's a better rapper than Ice Spice, lyrically and talent-wise. But Ice Spice makes good enough music to the point where the Barbs are going to support, and she's not a hater at all. And she's not colorist. So, you know, people are going to like Ice Spice more and support her more. And that is why Ice Spice took your spot, Lotto. And she mad because I'm taking her spot. Yeah. Sorry. So, yeah, if you're a female rapper, stay in your Tory lane, bitch. Don't fucking beef with Nicki Minaj so you could get some buzz, because you're always going to live in her shadow, like Cardi B is. Literally. She has no real fan base at this point. Like, literally, it's just Nicki haters, and that's it. And they just use Cardi B as a pawn, and it's sad. And that's probably why she wants to quit doing music, because she knows when she drops that second album, it's not going to sell, because people are really not fucking with her. They just fuck with the fact that she's a pawn they can use to take Nicki Minaj down. But at this point, it's not going to happen, because she don't have the skills. She don't have the skills, and she don't have the accolades. She don't have nothing. Okay? She don't have the looks. Like, she don't have nothing on Nicki. Nothing. Okay? And this is a little message to Barbie gang. Okay? If y'all want to take it there, we could take it there. Okay? Y'all want to play this game with the Barbs where y'all want to do this thing where you go and buy Cardi B's album because you're trying to get Nicki Minaj to not be number one? Okay. When your fave drops her album, just know the Barbs will be there and we will be square. If you want to take it there, we could take it there. Because I don't think y'all remember, but the Barbs are powerful and we are capable of a lot. So keep going, but it's not going to work out in your favor, love. Okay? So don't play with the queen, because we could play harder. Understood? Thank you. But anyways, that's it for this episode. I hope you guys enjoyed, and I hope you guys learned something from this and also resonated with what I said. And honestly, I really hope that a lot of you listen to hear me and not listen to respond, because I am here for everyone at the end of the day, and I'm not here to spew hate. I'm not here to be mean to anyone. I'm just here to get solutions and have an open communication and be that voice for dark-skinned girls, because I feel like a lot of us get dismissed and a lot of us are not heard, and I just wanted to be the one to speak up for us, and I hope you guys can hear me out and hear us out, and we can find solutions. And if not, then, you know, I'm already used to it at this point. So, yeah. But other than that, I hope you guys enjoyed, and I love you guys so much, and I will see you guys very soon. Thank you so much for all the support and all the love you guys have been giving me, and I will see you guys very soon, and I love you guys. Besos.